Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in KITZUR HILCHOS Shabbos, and we are learning about Shalosh Seudos, the three obligatory meals that we have on Shabbos Kodesh. Mitzvah le'echol b'Shabbos Gimel Seudos. There's a mitzvah to eat 3 meals on Shabbos. K'moi kol mitzvahs on Shabbos, just like by all the mitzvahs of Shabbos, Shabbos gam kan anoshim ima anoshim, men and women are equal in this area. So women also, which they might not be aware of, also have an obligation to eat all 3 meals. That means that when your husband goes off to shul for mincha on Shabbos afternoon, and in his particular shul they eat shalosh together in shul, he doesn't come home until after Shabbos, and you're at home busy with playing with the kids or reading the Mishpacha magazine or taking a nap, whatever it might be, learning a little bit. So, and thinking to yourself, it's my husband who goes to eat shalosh, but I don't have an obligation. So he writes, it's important that women should understand that they also have an obligation to eat the 3rd meal. If a person sees that by eating a lot of food in the morning meal, it's going to be very difficult for him to eat a 3rd meal, especially now in these winter months. By the time that you finish lunch, it's already about 1 o'clock. It depends on when you daven. Could be 2 o'clock, and the next thing you know, at 4:30, 5 o'clock, you're sitting down for Suda Shlishis, the 3rd meal. You're not even hungry. So what do you do? So he writes, you should then eat less by the morning meal and the lunch meal in order that you'll have room left in your stomach to be able to eat the 3rd meal. Like it says, the wise man, his eyes are in his head, which means he's always looking forward to the future. And since that he knows that while he's having his 4th bowl of cholent and then the 4th scoop of ice cream, not to mention 3 large slices of babka to go along with it, as he's washing it down with his 13th glass of Coke and another l'chaim and another one, how in the world is this fellow going to be able to eat the 3rd meal, Suda Shlishis? And therefore, Chacham Eina B'Roshai, the wise man, his eyes are in his head, and therefore he paces himself and he holds himself back from stuffing himself by the lunch meal in order that he has room to be able to eat the 3rd meal. And he says over here a beautiful idea. He says, "B'fia olam karim hasuda shlishis b'shem shalosh seudos." Most people call the 3rd meal shalosh seudos, the 3 meals. It should be suda shlishis, which is the 3rd meal, but we have a tendency to call it shalosh seudos, the 3 meals. Why do we call the 3rd meal 3 meals? I heard an idea. When a person pushes themselves in honor of the Shabbos to eat a 3rd meal, which they don't normally eat during the week, they show it shows that the other meals they ate were also for the sake of honoring the Shabbos. How does that work? From the first 2 meals, the one you ate at night and the one you ate now during the day, it's not so clear that you're honoring the Shabbos by eating the night meal. Everybody eats dinner, or they're eating the morning meal. Everybody eats breakfast or lunch. That's what you do during the week. But now that you're coming to the 3rd meal, within the day itself, meaning it's normal that you eat a breakfast, lunch, a brunch, but you end up eating dinner later on. Here you're eating it during the day. So the fact that you're now eating this 3rd meal, and you're eating it even though you're not really so hungry for it because you just finished eating already just a few hours ago, it's clear that you're eating the 3rd meal over here to honor the Shabbos, because we have to eat a meal to honor Shabbos. Now we could say, the last meal brings a proof to the first 2 meals. That's you, just like you're eating the 3rd meal to honor the Shabbos, you ate the first 2 to honor the Shabbos as well. Therefore, since that it becomes apparent by eating the third meal. Shekayim gam shtei sudas harishonos lichvoid hayoim, since that it shows that you ate the first two meals, the night meal and the day meal, for the honor of the day of Shabbos. Koru oisa b'shem shalosh sudas. That's why we call it in the name of three meals. Sheba nichlolois kol hasudas, because the last meal, which is done solely for the honor of Shabbos, proves that the first two meals were done for the honor of Shabbos as well. Have a wonderful day.